This is our annual College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics poster reception at which students present their results from research they've been doing in faculty labs over the last year.
I had the privilege of working with Dr. Waters in regards to studying pulsars and neutron stars. And what's cool about our research is that we basically created like a giant simulation that simulates the Milky Way galaxy as seen in this graph right here. And so in our simulation, we're basically trying to match our simulated data with reality, and our hopes to providing stronger evidence for the properties of these pulsars that we observe. And long story short, we believe that we created a very dynamic simulation in regards to pulsars itself.
The cichlid fry project investigates the relationship between egg size and fry size among various species of cichlids. Substrate cichlids lay a lot of eggs, but very little eggs, as you can see here. Mouthbreeder cichlids typically lay very large eggs, and they tumble them in their mouth. Sometimes mouthbreeder cichlids reject the eggs as soon as you strip them out of her mouth, so we use artificial egg tumblers to tumble the eggs until they hatch. As soon as they hatch, we will isolate with the wigglers into a small tank, and we will wait until they become fry size, meaning baby fish.
So what I'm doing is a comparative landscape genetic study on gray foxes and ringtails in California. They are both found throughout the state, but gray fox populations are known to be declining in other states, and ringtails are fully protected by California Fish and Wildlife. So they're similar in that they both like riparian forest and like rocky outcroppings, brushy overgrowth for dispersal. I'm going to analyze population genetic structure through their DNA and then compare them and try and find barriers to their dispersal.
So what we found with event competitions, especially with middle school or high school or college, that's where the education really comes in strong. It's one thing to say this is a solar panel, this is an inverter, but it's another thing to actually do a competition, read the rule books, investigate and do research about the technology.
The team itself, for Building a Tiny House, wasn't a club. The club was started by the SHIP club on campus, but it's just a group of committed students with a lot of heart, a lot of commitment.
We're making sure that everything that we got, most of it was either donated or reclaimed wood from the Habitat and Humanities.
Our house actually features, because we decided to do the full bathtub and full toilet, so we actually feature a black water tank as well. So we have a black water, gray water, and drinking water tank, and so all of that is established underneath the trailer, as well as accessible through the mechanical well.
We also have a solar thermal hot water collector that also provides hot water for the house, and then we also have a radiant floor heating system that circulates hot water through the actual floor that provides heating for the house.
Yeah, we're actually selling it. It's going to go for auction after this. We're thinking of going between 40 to 60,000. We want to sell it because there's going to be a competition again in 2 years. They want to use the money that we get for this tiny house to basically fund our next tiny house.
Santa Clara, our winning school, the gymnasium was being replaced. They reused used all of the wood from the gymnasium to actually construct their house and create the interior design.
Yeah, so we're a 238 square foot house built on a 8.5 by 28 foot trailer. We attached it custom to a 40-foot solar tracking ring, so we actually rotate to track the sun throughout the day. Improves our solar panel efficiency by about 30%. We have 8 345-watt solar panels that feed into saltwater batteries, which are the most sustainable on the market. And those can power the house for about a day and a half if we were to be completely off-grid and producing no energy. We decided we didn't want to have a loft inside, but we needed a way to get that double-use space, so we had high ceilings and we put a balcony on top.
But to see this many public members come out interested and willing to wait hundreds in line, hundreds deep, in order to just walk through these tiny houses, we couldn't be more excited.